Hey guys, I look like a hot mess, and I acknowledge that. So, this video is going to be about the importance of mindfully eating. Guys, just do it. Just do it. You will absolutely regret when you do not mindfully eat because, oh boy, last night kicked my fucking ass. Yes, I'm drinking coffee. I finally found a mug warmer that has the temperature I need, so I'm very excited to officially drink a full cup of coffee. It may take me hours, but I'm gonna enjoy a full cup of coffee. So yesterday was the kid's birthday with ice cream cake. And when it came time to do cake, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have some, everything in moderation. I'm only gonna be able to have a few bites. It's not gonna be a big deal, right? Right. Like, I've had ice cream, like regular ice cream after figuring out sugar alcohols were not friendly. Or, like, one of the things that we like to do as a family is try like new flavors of things because marketing gets us, like the new Oreo flavors or the new Frosties at Wendy's. So when we did like the new orange creamsicle Frosty, I had like 2 sips and it was like, oh, okay, that's enough. And so I was like, okay, she's gonna cut me a slice. I told her a small slice. But her small slice and my small slice, especially when it comes to ice cream cake, are completely different. So in my brain, I'm like, all right, I'm going to take a few bites and then just give the rest to her because she's going to be like, yes. And that did not happen at all. I can't tell you how big of a slice it was because I really wasn't paying attention because in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to have a few bites. And I, like, strategically made sure, like, oh, we get the chocolate and the vanilla and the cookie and the fudge. This one has fudge, and that is important. If your ice cream cake does not have a cookie and fudge layer, it's not a true ice cream cake, and you are missing out. Anyway, I digress. So, we're watching a show on TV, and I'm like, eating. And I notice, I'm like, hey, my sugar trigger hasn't activated yet. I wonder why. What's going on? And eat. Next thing I know, the bowl is empty. And again, I don't know how big this piece was because it was the first slice that she cut, so it was a hot mess in the bowl. Which is fine. She wanted to do all the cutting, so it's fine. No big deal. So, yeah. And, it didn't take very long for me to start feeling like crap. Again, I didn't burp, which is one of my which is like my cue, like guaranteed cue. Like, you burp, you're done. I do feel like restriction, like in my stomach. It's kind of like, hey, Maria, you're getting close. And then the burp is like final. Like, if there's anything in your mouth and you burp, you spit that out, girl. Neither one of those happened. And as I already mentioned, my sugar trigger was not activated. So I was like, what just happened? Because there's no way. I truly don't understand what happened last night. Like, and this video seems like a little dark, guys. I'm sorry. The lighting is a little weird. Or maybe it's just my screen setting. Anyway. Okay, so if my screen is brighter, this looks more normal. Okay. Anyway, it's me, not you. It's always me. It's always a Maria problem. Anyway. Um, I no idea what the fuck happened last night. Like, why was my sugar trigger not activated? Like, I understand ice cream is a slider food, but what happened to my sugar trigger? Like, what the fuck happened there? Um, so shortly after I finished, not immediately after, but I just sat there and I'm like, oh, I don't feel so good. Like, not like nauseous or anything. I just kind of felt like crappy overall. Um, there was a lot of gas in my stomach. So, because I just kept burping. And then just laying down felt better overall. And, um, so I laid down on the couch as much as I could with everyone else on the couch. But just like having like my stomach like flat as much as possible was helpful. But then I was like, all right, I'm gonna lay down in bed so I can get fully laid down, because even with like my feet or my legs like raised, that's still like pressure on my lower stomach. So I was like, all right, we're just gonna lay down, and we're not sleepy or anything, zero intention of falling asleep, but we just need to feel better. Like, so I laid down and I was scrolling on my phone. Told my husband, like, hey, I'm not like tired or anything. It's just, my stomach feels like crap. And he's like, yeah, okay, like he understands, this is a big old learning curve for everyone. And, yeah, anyway, about 13 hours later, I wake up for work. So, yeah, I fell asleep in my clothes. I mean, it wasn't like jeans or anything. Like, I switched into like comfy clothes when we came back from lunch. But yeah, like my bra still on. Yeah. So, no idea what happened. Absolutely no idea. I do not care to repeat the experience. And it didn't feel like dumping syndrome. It felt like maybe it could have turned into dumping syndrome. But again, I wasn't nauseous or anything. Pre-op, if I ate too much ice cream, sometimes I would kind of feel like that. So it almost was like that. Like maybe you just had too much ice cream, like in and of itself. Weird. So yeah, but there was no sweats or anything, no nausea, no bathroom runs, none of that. So I truly don't know what happened. So yeah, that was a thing. So guys, learn learn from my mistake. If it's something that like you are banking on your body telling you when to stop, which by the way, I think we should be allowed to do that. Anyway, rude. New stomach, rude. Anyway, this is why people name their stomachs, I feel, so that they can call them out directly by name. Anyway, so if it's something that like, isn't a nutritionally dense food, is a slider food, just don't put more in front of you than you can handle. Yeah. And again, no, what is on my shirt? Anyway, who knows? I slept in my clothes. Could be anything, any fuzzy thing from whenever. Oh, hold on one sec. Guys, that's pretty cool. I honestly had no idea that I could pause while making a video instead of like stopping and then like cutting them together. That's pretty cool. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so pay attention to how much you're giving yourself on a plate when it's slider food or something that you should limit, because it's not like nutritionally dense. It's not high in fiber, high in protein, that kind of stuff. And if anyone's wondering, like, I've definitely eaten while watching TV throughout this journey plenty of times. It's not the best idea, honestly. I think it definitely has led to me not eating as slowly as I think is recommended. But I've always been a fast eater, and um, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's still something I'm working on. At least with solid foods. Like, if I'm eating a yogurt, like, it's already applesauce consistency, so is there a point? You know what I mean? So, yeah, so I don't think the TV had anything to do with it. It was really just I wasn't being mindful at all. I was just waiting for my body to give me the cues. And none of it happened. So, I see the nurse practitioner on the 22nd. So, the day before my 3-month official post-op. So I might bring it up to her just to be like, hey, do you have any idea why this happened? Why this did not happen? Like, why nothing happened? Just to see, like, get a professional opinion if she has one. Worst case, it's just bodies be bodies, because that's like the most annoying. Like, oh, your body's just weird. Your body's just doing its own thing. Like, ugh, thanks, body. Yeah. So this is today's update. Be mindful when eating anything, but especially ice cream cake. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.